Good morning. My name is Rohit Maheshwari. I am pursuing BSc Honours from Aligarh Muslim University. My roll number is 19GGB105 and enrollment number is GL6344. Today I am here to discuss about report on socio-economic survey, and these are the content or index in this report we shall discuss. Introduction, aims and objective, study area, database and methodology, land use and distribution, socio-economic profile and problem in Dhanipur town, and conclusion. Let's start with the introduction. Socio-economic survey of concerned village Dhanipur was about to collect data and information regarding its various socio-economic characteristics like education, employment status and living standard and health status, etc. through personal contact, observation and data from other sources. With the help of this survey, we try to get information and know their views about the question that I have asked and the question provided by our teachers and our mentors. And aims and objective of the reports are to know about the local area, its past and present, and various problems of socio-economic condition, and to know about the economic background or the social status of the village and their families, to know about the living standard and the transportation and communication facilities of the village, and to know about the health and hygiene of the villagers and the medical facilities of that area, and to know about the water supply, electricity, etc. And now let's start with the study area in which that I have conducted a survey. I conduct a socio-economic survey in Dhanipur town that is located in Dhanipur village in Aligarh district of Uttar Pradesh. It belongs to Aligarh division and it is located 5 km towards east from district headquarter Aligarh, and its block headquarter Dhanipur pin code is 202002, and the as per the government register the town code of Dhanipur is 1227 bit. According to census 2011, it has a population of 20,511, in which 11,000 are males while 99,511 are females. And if we talk about the literacy rate of Dhanipur town, then it's 67.68%, in which male literacy around 87%, while female literacy is 72% approximately. Total number of households in Dhanipur town is 3,581, and I use the different database and methodology in this survey as are follows. To draw up a list of data required corresponding to a specific objective, preparation of the questionnaire according to the problem, random selection of the representative farmer, and tabulation of data into simple percentage for easily understanding, and conservation of data with the help of statistical technique and its representation through pie chart. And now let's understand the land and distribution of the village. Land form one of the most important and vital factor of production, especially in a predominantly agriculture country like India. If we see the land distribution of the Dhanipur town village, then we get to know 500 acres are total land in Dhanipur town, in which 390 belongs to net zone area, 15 hectare belongs to uncultivated land, forest reserve belongs to 0 hectare, and water bodies like lakes, ponds belongs to 3 hectare, cultural beast lands belongs to 10 hectare land, fallow lands is 30 hectare, land not available for cultivation is 50 hectare, mixed trees and crops it belongs to 2 hectare. And now for crops there are different sources of irrigation in the town, and as follows. These sources are wells. Two wells belongs to both government and private sector, canals, and 0% two wells are present. People are use wells because in wells there is no water, and 40% people are use a source of irrigation government two wells, and 30 are belongs to private sector, and 20 from canals. And there are three crops that major soon in the town, that is wheat, rice, potato, and their share percentage is 40, 30 and 30 respectively. and I collected data from 30 respondent, and these respondent belong to these is composition as you can see in this picture. Let's discuss 0 to 40, 50 to 29, 45 to 59, and 60 plus. In 0 to 40 category there is no person, and 50 to 29 it's 8% belongs to this category, 45 to 59 12% belongs to this category, and 60 plus is 10 in numbers. And we see the land holding status of these respondent, in which 4 persons are landless, and the marginal as the person who has land less than 1 hectare. In this category 6% belong, and small means 1 to 2 hectare land belongs to that person, in which in this category 10% lies, and medium 2 to 4 hectare, in this category 5% line, and large a person who is holding more than 4 hectare land, that is large, and in this category 5% belong. If we see the employment status of town, and there are in my respondent there are 4 person are unemployed, 10 are farmers, 10 are agriculture laborers, 5 are belongs to household industry, 3 are business men, and 2 are others. In others like vendors and vegetable seller and local grooming person. And if I personally observe this problem in the Nipur town, the economy of the village is not good because most of the people of the village is marginal farmer having less than a small hectare of land. Most of the people are engaged in primary activity and having no other source of income, so there is no surplus of money. There was very limited transportation facilities available for the villagers. There was no facility available for games and sport as such. The children through engaged playful activity within their household activity. And there was no banking and medical facility in the town. And there is only one primary school, no secondary school were there in the town. At last, my conclusion and suggestion. From the survey and analysis of the information collected from the town, it is clear that the economic and living condition of the village of Dhanipur of Aligarh is not good as to be, but the attitude of people towards the society is appreciable. There can be much more economic development of the town if the government aid provide in utilizing advanced technology in agriculture, fishery, medical facilities, and animal husbandry. We would say that this report is a looking glass which reflects the face of the town. Thank you. At last, I want to say special thanks to my mentors and my teachers. The name of the teachers is Dr. Nikhat Banu ma'am and Dr. Hasibur Rahman sir that gave me opportunity to conduct a survey, and thank you to all.